I can tell you is probably the most unique is that at one point I was a court stenographer. Does anybody know what a stenographer does? I sat in front of the courtroom and I had to take notes. Now this is way before the computers. This is when we had Selectric typewriters. How many remember the old Selectric? Anybody remember that one?
Yes.
I typed 110 words a minute on a Selectric typewriter. 225 words a minute on a stenotype machine. I could tell who was going to win the court case simply by their opening statement. Because it's not what you say, it is how you present what you say. And that's going to be my very first session. The second one after that, as you can see, is conflict management skills for women. How do you work with one woman that you can't stand? Okay, we all do. Do you know why we have such a conflict with people? Because everybody doesn't work the way you do. And it's frustrating. If you work with somebody who has a style, they've been working this way for all their lives, and now here you come. Trying to tell them that they're not doing it the right way. Everybody's going to have a conflict no matter who you work with. And understanding that means you prepare yourself that when you walk into a work environment, you're prepared to be flexible with how people do things. My next session after that is something called lunch. Okay, some of you came just for lunch, right? Okay. Say it with me. Lunch. Very good. We're going to give you 10 minutes today, and when we come back in the afternoon, some of you didn't even blink. Woo, 10 minutes. Yes, 10 minutes today. You'll actually be able to chew and taste your food. I know it will be a new experience for some of you, but we will allow you today. That's worth the 10 alone, is it not? It's worth the 10. Assertive communication skills. Have you ever been in a predicament where you knew you wanted to say no, but you ended up kind of saying, I don't know. How about this one? Can you watch my kids? No. Yeah, but no. How many of you said, well, okay. I suggest you put them in the trunk. They'll be fine for at least an hour. No, I'm just kidding. That's just what I did. But anyway, learning how to lead your untapped potential. Most of us are running the work environment even when we don't have the job title. Often we're working with people who run the facility. You work with assistant vice president. You work with a director. You work with a college professor. You're working with people at those levels already, but when they're not there, guess who they expect to take the ball and run with it? The longer you have worked somewhere, the more responsibility that you hold. And in that session, we're going to talk about managing the workspace even without the job title. My last one at the end of the day, how to keep difficult people from ruining your day. How do you work with a difficult person? Let me see your hands. Okay, if they're sitting next to you, please do not raise your hands. Just kind of give me one, give me the mouth. Know who you're, talking about. But, how do you live with a difficult person? Anyone live with a difficult person? It's called divorce. It's very easy. I'll give you the name of my attorney. How do you realize that you are a difficult person? Okay, nobody wants to raise your hand now. No, I'm not difficult. Everyone is difficult to somebody. Everybody. And the key is how do you work with that individual without serving jail time? And it's important because attorneys are so very expensive today. As you can see, you have a plethora of conference materials to choose from. The point of doing this opening session conference is for you to make your decisions. Based on what your needs are, it's up to you to decide, what do I need to take away from this course to help enhance my learning? So that when I go back, I'm a sharper professional, I know how to balance my workspace, I know how to get more accomplished throughout the workday. And so now is your turn, ladies, to participate. If you have a pen in front of you, lift your pens. I said lift your pen! Sorry. Military comes out from time to time. All right. I want you now to put a check mark by the